Hi, I'm Festa with Festa Radon Technologies, and I'm here to talk to you today about a very common question that I get, which is, how are your fans different and why are they better? So I'd like to take a few minutes just explaining to you the things that we've done with our fans to make them the very best in the radon industry. You need to understand, a radon fan is not terribly complicated. It's made up of a housing, a motor or motorized impeller of some sort, a capacitor to start and run the fan, and an ability for you to wire it in the field. The factors that really are important when designing a radon fan are engineering it so that it can last the very, very challenging elements and environment that a radon fan is put in. You have to keep in mind that a radon fan runs 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 12 months out of the year. And beyond that, they're often sitting outside and dealing with extreme temperature differences. In the winter in Minnesota, they can be in minus 20 degree weather, and in Florida in the summer, they can be at 110 degrees. And so you have to design and engineer a fan that can withstand those elements and last you a very long time. I'm going to start with showing you our housing, why our housing is different and better in our opinion. We use what is called compression molding in the process to make our housings. You would find that the fans that we compete against most often use a process called injection molding, which is an injection molded plastic. Ours is a different and more sophisticated technology. It is very resilient. It maintains its appearance for a very, very long time. And if you look at it, it's about twice as thick at the body of the housing, which makes it better at sound suppression. So for those factors alone, this simple thing of a housing can make a tremendous difference in your radon fan, how long it lasts, and how it withstands the environment that it's put in. The next thing, and probably the most important component of your radon fan, is the motor or motorized impeller. We have used for our entire history German made and engineered motorized impellers by a company called EBM Pabst. EBM Pabst is widely recognized as the best small motor manufacturer in the world, and they manufacture somewhere near 80 million motors a year. We have partnered with them and worked to design and build motorized impellers that are specific for the radon industry. They're designed to withstand the temperature differences, the pulling up of silt and sediment and moisture and debris, and to withstand that and last many, many years. We have fans out in the field that have been there for over 20 years and are still running, and we believe that's directly due to the quality of the motorized impellers that we use. Next, I'm going to show you when you receive one of our fans and remove it from the box, what you'll find and some of the things that we do to make it better and different. This is our AMG Maverick fan. It's our most popular fan by far. And when you pull it out, you will see that it has a lid on it, and that is how you wire the fan. The lid, when you receive the fan, will have 2 screws in it. It has places for 4 screws. When you take the lid off and you look inside, you'll find a small packet that has 4 additional screws in it. Now, that means you're getting 6 screws and there's only places for 4. Well, that's very deliberate. When you're putting this fan in, whether you're in your attic or outside with snow or mulch, should you drop one of these small screws, the last thing you want to do is spend the next half hour trying to find it and hoping against hope that it's there. So instead of doing that, we include 2 additional screws with every fan that we manufacture so that you're not wasting time and energy looking for a screw. You're getting your radon fan connected and starting to enjoy the benefits of it. Next, I'd like to show you how radon fans are wired. For the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to use our motorized impellers and a 6-foot line cord to show you how fans that we compete against are wired. I'm going to start with a design that's called a terminal block. A terminal block is a small block with screws built into it that has the wires from the motor already connected, and the wire that you're running into the terminal box will have 3 loose ends. You'll have a green, which is your ground, you have black, which is your live, and you have white, which is your neutral. You match these up with the terminal block, and then you tighten the screws down. In this particular case, your white will go to the blue wire. You insert it into the vacant bay on the terminal block, making sure that you get it all the way in. Once you've accomplished that, you'll tighten your wire down, or your screw down, until it connects the wire and it is secured in place. You'll move on and do the same thing with your black wire and match it up with the black on the opposite side, inserting your wire, tightening down the flathead screw until you secure your wire. Third and final, you'll secure your ground wire, doing the same, inserting it in the vacant bay and tightening it down into place. This is how you wire a fan that utilizes a terminal block. Next, I'm going to show you how to wire a radon fan using what are called wire nuts. Wire nuts are incredibly common and used every day in electric wiring inside of homes. Again, for the purpose of this demonstration, we're going to use one of our motorized impellers, which would demonstrate the wires coming into the terminal box of the fan. And for the connection, we're going to use a 6-foot line cord. We're going to start by taking the wires coming into the terminal box. We'll start with the neutral, and the neutral you connect together, lining them up, and twist the wires together. Once you have those wires twisted together, you'll take your wire nut, putting it on, twisting it until you have a secure connection. We'll next take the live wire, matching our blacks together. We'll again line them up, twisting them together. Once they're together, we'll take our next wire nut, insert the wires, and twist until we feel that we've got a good connection. We'll finish up with our ground. We'll take those two wires, lining them up, twisting those wires together. We'll take our wire nut and connect it until we have a good connection. Once you've done that, you have the 3 connections that are made with a wire nut for a radon fan. Third and final, I'm going to explain to you how a Festa AMG Radon fan is wired. We use something that is called a lever nut in our fans. Now, using lever nuts is by far the most expensive method of the 3, but we believe it's well worth the added expense for the incredible convenience that it's going to provide to you. So what you're going to do is, you note what the lever nuts are. It's going to be a gray block with orange levers on it. There will be 2 that have 2 bays on them and 1 that'll have 3. You will notice 2 of the levers on the 3 are locked in place, and on the ones that have 2, there will be 1 locked in place and 1 raised. We're going to start with our ground. You take your lever nut with the ground, you locate your ground in the terminal box, you insert your wire, you lock your lever into place. It's that simple. For your next one, you find and locate your live wire. You use the lever nut that has 3 bays and 1 vacant, utilizing black already. You insert your wire, lock the lever into place. Moving on to your third, you find your last lever nut. This is going to be blue that goes to your neutral. It's as simple as inserting your wire, locking your third lever into place. It's easy as 1, 2, 3. When it comes to radon fans, the 3 things that really matter are housings, quality of material, how resilient it is, and how the appearance stands up. Motors, are they built for the application? Will they withstand the harsh environment that a radon has to endure? Finally, ease of installation. Extra screws, simple to use wire nuts. Wiring is easy as 1, 2, 3. We think these factors alone make our fans head and shoulders above anything else that's available to you. Thank you so much.